Oh, it even tells you. It's not showing on Facebook. Okay. All right. Hello, world.
Hey guys, hey. Thank you for joining us again. We're coming to you in the afternoon, which is not a very usual thing in the middle of the week, but welcome. If you can see me, guys, just go ahead and make a comment in the chat so that I can acknowledge you. Welcome to Spotlight, the afternoon edition. I'm really pleased to be here, and I have a special guest with me who is anxious to speak to you about all the talents he has and what he's bringing to this new program that we're trying to launch in new market, a new course. So welcome, Tony, Mr. Tony Thompson. Welcome to Spotlight.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Great. I'm sure you always watch these shows, but I don't know if you ever thought that you would be sitting on the other side of the camera today.
Not my usual place.
I know.
But I've watched.
You being as modest as you are, you would say something like that. You never really thought that you would end up in that seat. But I'm really happy to have you, and impressed that you took the time out to pay the little community up the hill some attention.
No, I've actually, I've told you many times, it's the reverse. I noticed you, and you all have been very inspirational to me.
Yeah. Great, thank you.
You've shown me that things can be done, and just a matter of getting the people together and moving in a common direction. And
right.
Great things can be done, and I really love it. I mean, you have inspired me. It's not. I just hoping to give back a little bit because of the inspiration that you've given me.
Thank you.
I've taken up your offer.
Thank you. I'm so impressed with you as a person to be volunteering your time. I'm the volunteer freak. I like to do stuff for community, and I really admire people who serve their community, not just try to take, but also to serve.
Yeah, there's a historical thing behind it, but there's also just part of, if we don't support the best part of our country, we will continue to just see the worst. And so
Yeah.
let's work with some of the best people who need it, people who are showing the best foot forward.
Right. What is it that drew you to the program in the first place, and why do you stay and now volunteering to help?
Beautiful female farmers. Somebody said something on Facebook. Guys send pictures all over. A combination of that, I must admit.
Right.
The farming generally, I am at present undertaking to produce some television material.
Right.
As I've shown you in the other stuff. And one of my aims was to do a show on farming, making farming attractive. Right? I'll use that word because we're on the air here.
Yeah. Right. Attractive is good. That's
good. Okay. But and with that, I started to look at the farming groups on Facebook.
Right.
And I came across yours, and I just saw a lot of dynamics in there. You had, people who really enjoy doing this thing. You just had a good, very strong group of people that were actually developing the kind of material that I was looking for.
Right.
Which were simple, nice, cute videos of their farming enterprise, lifestyle, that sort of stuff. And it just, kind of got me full on. This is what I need to be doing. This is what I want to be doing, and I'm not. And here they are with it.
Right. And
Then when I inquired, and this is where you come in now. I'm sitting back. I'm in Montego Bay. I'm sitting back. Say, I really like that stuff. I have my other shows getting together, but because of COVID,
Right.
obviously we can't run around to the country and start shooting a farming show.
Right.
I'm working on my other shows, and I kick myself. I say, but that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to this lady who seems to be the dynamo behind it all.
Right.
So I reach out to this lady. Her name is yours truly. And, and I find out this lady is operating out of some far places. Can I say where?
Yeah, yeah, everybody know I'm in New York.
Right, out of New York, and doing this wonderful job, curating all of this interesting local material, putting it together and publishing it. And so I kind of double kicked after the first kick, and I got up. I kind of used the other foot and kicked my toe. Because I said, now imagine this lady is all the way over Dessa, and she's doing such a wonderful job curating this stuff.
Right.
I better get up off of my hooches and get
Yeah.
going. And so that's where the inspiration really came in.
Yeah, love it, Tony. Love
That's
it.
just the inspiration side. Now,
Love it.
what you are doing, and I'll tell you this, what you are doing is incredible work. And I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to go back to school teaching thing.
Mm-hmm.
Twice in our communications history, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have tried to do what you are doing, In the first case, when they passed the laws creating the cable communities, it was made a law that in every cable community, the person who runs cable in that community, and the communities are done by constituencies,
Mm-hmm.
should provide that community with a channel
Right.
of broadcast on said cable.
Uh-huh.
It means that Newmarket should have had a community and been given a community channel
Mm-hmm.
within the
Mm-hmm.
constituency that it exists by
Right.
whoever supplies cable in these communities. That was by law,
Okay.
But it didn't happen then. I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you another time that they tried to do something similar. When they started having these radio stations in every parish,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if you know, we have 29 to 45 radio stations now.
Okay, that's up
Apart
to.
from the liberalization, what
Mm-hmm.
they did was they said, look, parishes, community radio stations can go into play first.
Uh-huh.
Then from then, those that want can become bigger.
Yeah.
That was another initiative to have community radio.
Uh-huh.
Now, none of those things have ever come. Grand government schemes that they be and legislated platforms that they have never, ever
Pulled it
come
together.
about. Here comes Newmarket community and does what all of these people have not provided for.
From all the way in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Here comes this little unit. Well, you're supported by people here too. It takes everybody to do it. But here comes you coming up with the idea,
Mm-hmm.
supported by the people that is relevant to in their community.
Right.
And the point I'm making is this was something that was supposed to be done from the 70s. They have been on this trajectory. Nobody has taken it on their own to really get this thing going.
Right.
You are showing to me how vitally important it is. What an empowering platform it has created.
Yeah.
And because of that, I kind of miss and look at it as, God, suppose we had been doing this realistically for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
With these communities who want to inform, want to get out, want to grow themselves.
Right.
What?
And now we're attracting the international audience from the community.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Now, the web has not been here and all of these things over 25 years. So your timing is great for you doing it because you have an incredible ability to cross communicate
Right.
in directions, etc.
Right.
So there's nothing that you can't do now and all that. But for me, as a person in communications, I just wonder if they realize how much of a boat they've missed in the past, and this proves it.
Yes, yes.
Uh, And for me
Happy,
to see you all doing it is like very inspirational.
happy to lead the charge.
Honest,
And
honest.
thanks to people like you for the encouragement, you know.
Oh man.
And I don't know if we're ready to talk about our venture that we're working towards, that will be coming up not long from now, as soon as as soon as I can land on the island.
Oh well, it's up to you.
Yeah, well, we'll leave that a little secret for now. Yeah, but just to say that this is taking a turn to something much, much bigger. And we're just so pleased for this association with you, Tony, and that you reached out. And I keep telling people on this platform, reach reach out, share. You don't know who's picking up our stuff when you share, and you don't know the benefit that will come to the community
That is true.
through your participation by just doing something that is free, which is to just share. You share it, you don't know where it's ending up and who is seeing it and what ideas that could trigger. And
That
this
is
is
true.
just one of the cases that happens with you. And there's going to be a tremendous, benefit from you seeing our program and coming over there to watch and then to observe and then to reach out to us and look at us now.
Well, I
So
hope I can bring something.
yeah, you
It's my
will.
way of giving back, so I have to make sure it has a value.
Sure.
Right.
So, Tony, a lot of people may know you and then a lot may not. So I just want to establish some kind of background of who you are.
Yeah, no.
Um, you have been in this business for many, many years. You have worked with BET in America. You tell me some of the places in America that you worked before
Well,
in the music.
primarily I worked on the East Coast actually because
Yeah.
I'm out of New York and
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut, that area.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I worked for PIX Channel 11.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with WABC, um, Channel 13, the PBS guys.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
interned at PBS actually
Okay, nice.
when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Um, done a lot of commercials because I was a sort of technical freelance person that would
Right. Uh-huh.
show up with equipment and to the thing, you know.
Right.
Um, so there are lot of lot of free years of just freelance work, which I did on purpose because it used to allow me to come down to Jamaica and spend some time.
Yeah. You're an island guy.
What I was doing, unbeknownst to me, was sort of keeping my, and albeit altogether, television profile here in the
Right.
business
Right.
profile. Over the years, I developed, apart from working just formally in America, I developed a business of a media business and doing DVDs of the shows.
Yeah. So you
So
told me that you worked with Sunsplash, some
in the days
fest
of Sunsplash, I was
here,
shooting
all of these
officially.
big shows. You used to shoot them officially
Yeah,
and reproduce the
that's what I did.
content. Yeah.
And I always tell people, you do your, always say keep your day job.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like keep your day job till these things can pay, sort of at first. But eventually they developed into a business still. Uh,
Right.
a lot of the stings that you guys would have grown up watching, the Shaban Ninja clash, the Super Cat clash, that was me at work.
You doing the official recording
I'm
for
doing
these
the
shows.
recording. I did all the editing for
Okay.
the, put it
So
out on.
Tony, you're a real heavyweight in the industry.
Not really. You don't know the guys in the background. I'm the guy in the background that what Chronic say. Nobody knows my name, but I
You're
know the name. I know the name of the drummer of the Wailers, by the way,
yeah,
percussionist.
okay, okay. You're a real heavyweight in the industry.
I've been there
Uh,
for years of doing stuff from Mr. Lang right through Tony
yeah.
John Field.
So and you said that you were also you also produced the first Caribbean Music Awards at Apollo
Yeah, well,
way back
my
when.
time in New York, very fruitful. I was known as a go-getter production business. I did a lot of, apart from commercials, I did a lot of production of black-oriented product. Um, Used to run a couple times, ended up with crews that were like all Jamaican. I did a lot of work at the Apollo.
Okay.
And a couple times, well, I looked around at my crew and I says, wow, it's just all of we up in here. It's like a 100% Jamaican or at least Caribbean crew shooting
Right.
videos at the Apollo was my big thing. I mean, you know, because I got my guys together, I got people, I got jobs there. I did a lot of the Nigerian, Sonny Okusan, some of the big shows at the Apollo that were, um, some of them were BT oriented, some were world oriented stuff.
Right.
Arabella Fonte at the Apollo, a whole bunch of stuff. You just work, you when you're a journeyman worker.
You just think
Just turn
you
up
just
at work,
work,
and
not thinking about.
tomorrow is another good call, another experience. So
Okay.
that was it to me. But I did a lot of that, which allowed me to work in Jamaica also. A lot of the
Wonderful.
early big music videos, because I had the equipment to move back and forward from America. A lot of the work here done locally in Jamaica, I would bring the equipment in and engineer and take care of it for
Okay.
production locally.
Wonderful, Tony. Great
Yeah,
job. So
all
on
years of it.
Facebook, Winston Wright says New York, question sign, exclamation sign, question sign, lol. Okay. I thought you were broadcasting from Jamaica.
You mean right now?
Okay. Yeah.
Me?
And
I'm here.
no, me.
Oh, you.
Greetings from the
Oh, you.
UK.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
surprise. Exactly the same surprise as I had. Like, hold
he,
on.
he further went on to say, see ya. Okay. And Janice Spence Taylor said, good afternoon, everyone. Angela Simpson said, hi, Janelle. Yeah, man, true. I just happened to find out, guys, a few weeks ago. Wow, it's just like back a yard listening to you guys. In a little while, I will get more connected with the platform and see what I can do. Love you guys always. Big up Jamaica. Home girl Angie, and Romina says good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so I can't believe people still didn't think that I was broadcasting from overseas and not in Jamaica
Sorry,
necessarily.
I didn't mean to let you out at the
No,
time.
I usually say, I say it all the time. When I introduce myself, I would be like, I didn't do it at the beginning of the show, by the way. I'd be like, okay, my name is Evadne and I'm broadcasting from New York, and something like that. Yeah, so I don't know. They probably just didn't think it possible, so that it didn't
No, you're
connect.
not twanging, see, that's why.
Tony, can I tell you something about this twanging thing? That once I was in a church making a presentation, and when I was finished about my teeth, some guy looked at me and he said, how long you live Jamaica? I said, almost 20 years. He said, so why you still talk like Jamaica like that? My God. So I
You
said,
don't have
what's
no
wrong?
ambition.
I was like, what's wrong with talking like Jamaica? I don't want to talk like
Yes,
anybody
I
else.
have that problem.
Come on.
Um, I had to,
Yeah.
because I was so ingrained in the population, so to speak, and in the
Uh-huh.
media. I hate to walk into every room and be the Jamaican. So I would, it is in America. You just slip in, and if you can get by talking like them, you just slip in, and I'm talking like that
Yeah.
for most of my work. And then lo and behold, I'm back in Jamaica. My friends who come down here from New York, all look at me and say, "My gosh, I don't know you."
Why
And
would you? Why would
and
you want
then the
to?
others that live in between both places always condemn me like, Tony, how come you don't talk with a twang, make the people know you lived in foreign? And I asked them why. He said it's an advantage. Now, isn't
Oh,
that
come
something?
on. I don't want to sound like anybody else. Spencer Taylor, Janice Spencer Taylor says, good afternoon. I don't want to sound big upset best. Yeah, big upset best. I don't want to sound like anybody else, Tony. I used to like when I'm in college and, there's a discussion and I put up my hand and the teacher recognized me and I go deep into my Jamaican talking because I'm not hiding that I'm Jamaican. And you come out polished and clean and proper, and everybody just looking at you like, wow, I like your accent.
Really, I like you. You're the one with the accent. You'll get that.
You'll be like, oh,
Anyway,
wow.
let me go
Yeah.
into this thing that I'm promising you guys. Let me
Yeah. Tony, yeah.
rudely pull us up. All right, hear this now. So I have a history of teaching young people, apart from UE, right? Because I teach regular classes in video production, digital media production that goes into producing stuff from YouTube right through to Instagram, Pinterest, all of that whole science of that, right? It's a new science, it's dynamic, caused by the whole digitization process.
Right.
All right. So that one side, I have also for a number of years been teaching in what they call the University of the West Indies Community Film Project.
Right.
Which was that project that started in Augustown. That was conceived by Dr. Shivans, I think, way back, late great Dr. Shivans, as an amelioration program for the youths up there. It was taken over by another, Dr. Boxhill, got funding, and we ran chapters of it in Kingston and Montego Bay. Right. I ran the Montego Bay chapter, more or less, for a while. Started it and ran it. And what we did was we taught kids from the ghetto areas, right, as they call them, at risk, how to do basic. It was like how to make a film, how to make a movie, on the technical aspects of making a movie and the writing and all of that.
But you were doing that with regular movie cameras?
Yeah, we're shooting that with regular movie cameras, right? It was a funded project, so the equipment was there.
Okay.
I kind of deviated a little bit in that whole respect because I thought about this now. What is the value of these kids learning to make a movie? How is that going to change their lives? Granted, if one of these kids made a movie, it would change their lives. I will accept that straight. Yeah, but it's almost like getting a game, joining a team on the NBA. Right. Chances of are very slim. So I used to divert my teaching a little bit into teaching them how to shoot weddings, how to shoot simple things that they can do in their neighborhood and make money, how to make a little commercial.
Right,
for a party, for this and that, both, how to get that like a flyer that's on a flyer onto a TV screen, basically, and little skills like that. And the reason behind my thought about that is, it's good to have these larger skills, but they're looking for skills that can change their lives, their little pocket money. Yeah. That. So it behoved me that it was a better bet to teach them skills that are applicable.
Yeah, that they can use more than be in that jackpot, that they won't ever get drawn out of, yeah.
Exactly. It's 1 in a million versus the 100,000.
And that's amazing. And how successful were those students with?
The kids, they're all out there doing it. I see proudly, see them every now and then, see one of them walking on the street with their tripod and their camera. Okay. Some of them have gone on to work at like Choco attractions and stuff like that, just on the basis of confidence and the skills.
Okay. So
and all of that. So the practical aspects. So how that translates here is this. I have this need to get user contributed programming about farming.
Yeah.
So I looked at the material you did, and for the most part, it's all entertaining still. I watch them. I mean, I tell you, if you don't know, I know half of your people. Just anybody that did a farming contribution, I've watched it, guys. Right? Just looking through and seeing that. And I would confess, they've all done it pretty much reasonably well. Right. I can teach them more. What I can do more of is teach people who want to learn how to do that.
Right.
Because I suspect there's a larger amount of that.
Yeah, so for the audience who do not know what we are really talking about, we are going to be hosting a course that Tony is going to be teaching free of cost to people from Newmarket to learn to use their cell phones to shoot and edit professional videos. Right,
Yes,
Tony?
because it can be done.
Yeah. And what kind of software are we going to be using for this
Well, you're going to use your phones,
phones?
right,
Yes.
to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
There are several different free softwares that you can get um, that actually will allow you to edit directly even on that phone itself. You don't even
Uh-huh.
need a laptop,
Right.
right? There's Canva, Canva, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll get a list of those, and you can
Mm-hmm.
try them, look at them,
Right. Right.
and all of that. This has evolved out of and this whole shooting with cell phones has sort of naturally evolved because of the time we're in.
Yeah.
I can no longer teach in a lab, not like
Uh-huh.
I would at UA with an equipment room full of everybody having their
Right.
nice movie camera to go. But it's just a timely thing in the sense that this is where we're heading. I've told people, students 2, 3 years ago that they better learn how to run that camera. It's way beyond just using it for Facebook. It's now an instrument of work. It's what people are using, and more people are using it to capture news stories. You know, so
Uh-huh.
nobody would know up a big mic no more. They walk into the place with a camera phone and say, hey, ask a question and put up the whole update.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The phone. Um, it's the way we are going to communicate. Nobody's writing any long paragraphs of no story anymore. They're just telling you the story, or they might
Right.
write it
Right.
on
So Tony, it's funny you should say that, but I've done marketing course with some guru for Facebook, and they tell you in the course that use your cell phone and
yeah.
hold it up, shoot your stuff, your products.
Mhm.
People buy into that more than a professional video.
Yeah, man. If it's too
Yeah,
highly generated, it's like
like a commercial. They don't
yeah,
react the same way to it. They're more drawn to your natural thing, your natural video that you shoot from your cell phone, and you come out more authentic.
yeah. We're actually right now in the world of commercial production, trying
Mm-hmm.
to tone down a lot of work to make it look a little more homely
Right.
because of that credibility thing. Is
Mm-hmm.
that people have realized, so you don't want to bring in a lot of heavy bells and whistles in the production. Just keep it down light.
Yeah.
Uh, you do it purposefully. We
Yeah.
shoot with a camera, but make it look like a phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Don't edit it with too many bells and
No,
whistles.
no, no, no.
Let the person who's talking just look like a natural person.
Right.
These are all parts of the same elements.
Right.
Uh, just because they've realized it makes it seem credible, much more honest, I think. Anyway, so out of this experience now, I've started to realize that I can, and I have been doing it for like 2 semesters now, teaching these classes and telling them to use their cell phones without cameras at school. There's no school being kept.
Yeah.
Our second, this is my, yeah, at least 2 semesters or a year and a half. Um, and so we started deriving these lectures using the cell phone, using free software that they
We
have on
can
their
use
phone.
iPad too, right?
Oh,
I,
iPads, you're at the top of the line.
yeah, even better, right?
You're
So
way up
because
ahead. Yeah, you're around the corner.
yeah,
Actually, you're getting into the professional area there.
right. So because we said cell phone doesn't mean you can't use your iPad. iPad is even better.
Tablet, yes,
Yeah,
tablets. That,
tablets.
and you can
But
apply what I teach you here. If you have your own camera, you can still apply those rules. If you have a regular camera, because there's very little that I teach you that is device sensitive.
right, right.
Because I try to teach it in fundamental. For example, I'll teach you how to frame a shot, the best ways to create that picture, which works and it's transferable from stills all the way through to moving
Motion.
video.
Yeah.
To motion
Yeah.
picture. So if
And
the fundamentals travel that way, they travel throughout devices similarly. If you
right.
a picture is a picture, it's not what you took it with. Remember that. It's how it look.
Right.
So
And so, Tony, you are more than qualified. It's a wonderful privilege to learn from you. I can't wait. I am registering myself as a student for that course too.
oh, okay.
And
Well, one down. More to go.
and this is open to anyone as long as we can establish that you're from the New Market area. And you don't have to be there because the course will not be in person. It's going to be done online, so you can join from anywhere in the world. So that's an awesome opportunity, once in a lifetime. Don't let
Well,
it
I
pass.
really want to train farmers to shoot farms. I live in Jersey, but I'm open to your group. So, but it's all. I mean, it's not a. I'm doing it to get footage, yes, but
Yeah.
generally to empower those who would like. I'd like to get some young people who are fired up, even if all they're gonna do is shoot their local
We hope
funeral
most of them will
wedding.
be farmers, but the
What,
ones who are students and so on, they
there will
can
be some, and
also
then maybe they can go on the farm and
and
keep
do it
progress
as a
forward
little job. It could
as a little
generate.
thing, you know. Just generally,
Yeah.
I hope to get this show. I have some other shows putting out starting next month. I'm going to start them.
Yeah, you soon
Uh,
have a whole field of expert over there shooting videos
and
because
I hope to get this farming thing out and
you
provide. I
can.
want to replicate what I'm doing with you all because you all are a group like that. But I want to
Right.
go into the different areas, parishes, and I want to use. I think Newmarket would make a severely good. I've seen your reaction, how you're supportive of each other, right? How you rally around your community, and it's me pick you, but you know, as an example of how it should be.
Yeah.
If I can work this, if we can do this, I can have the faith to try to replicate it.
Yeah.
Other parishes, other
Right.
parts of
Talk
Jamaica.
about working from the bottom up. That's that if that's the way we're gonna change, society, then let's all do it. Let's do it. Let's build out a model here in Newmarket, and
True.
then we move into other areas, as we perfect it, we'll see how it can work. And as we keep moving, we'll add and move
Yeah, man.
out.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah.
I've seen you guys have the strength of commitment. You guys, I don't know. I don't know what it is about. I've been to Newmarket. Used to drive through it a lot, but recently I'd stopped there a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
don't know. I don't know the place itself in deep, but who from there really loves the place? So it must
they
have some.
do. They
It must
do.
have some hidden things that I have to learn.
Listen, any place in Jamaica that is 100% crime free is gonna be a place that people love.
Hold
Good,
on. Are you
good
serious?
weather, good weather, warm in the days, cool in the night, extremely cool in the night, um, full of vegetation, good fruits and vegetable, good yam, good potato, all breadfruit, all of those things. Who in Jamaica would not want to be in a place like that? When you're in Newmarket in the daytime, and that's something I loved, all you'll hear is birds and the occasional cow mooing and the goats and maybe a dog in the distant bark. No commotion, no noise like to disturb your peace of mind. Very, very nice place to be.
Okay, I plan to go back. So
I'll take you on a tour when I land on the island.
yeah, I'm open to it.
And when you see the thing about Newmarket is you kind of pass through the main road, which is the little town. But when you start to turn off, you'll be surprised to see, oh my God, I can't believe that this big communities behind this hill. And you keep going and more community behind the hill. That's
Mhm.
how it is. And that's why we know we can build a dynamic town because all these people from behind those hills, they come out and they take transportation to go to Black River and Santa Cruz and Mandeville to do business. So why not just keep them right there in New Market?
Mm.
You know, build it. They will come. They're there.
We have seen you've established your own Wednesday market there now and all of that.
Yes, man. You saw it last night?
I'm a big fan of people every now and then.
Last night was very good. You need to watch last night. It was the biggest yet. Yeah, last night was very productive because we had a couple from Canada who doing hair stuff, and Shalani was there with our pumpkin and potato, and Carlos was there with his garments, me with my teas. So it was good. You should do it.
Anybody with limes, guys, can I just tell the whole world? Jamaica needs limes. Anybody want to send down a dozen limes?
Oh my God. Why is it that lime is always so scarce in Jamaica? I can't understand.
And it just goes to our agricultural practices. Who is going to orchard limes and wait 10 years? Nobody with the vision.
But does it have to take 10 years? That's the question.
No, there are probably varieties of lime that, I don't know, I'm not an agriculturalist. We're probably 3 or 5 year bearing trees now, but who's just going to orchard them?
I mean, Manchester is a citrus bearing place. Why aren't there a lot of limes being produced? I used to have lime tree down in our neck of the woods.
I think we always thought that everybody has a lime tree that always
in the yard. Yeah, we have to do a campaign to get back some of these essential plants replanted. That's what we need to do. Tony, I know you're a busy man and I don't want to keep you too long. But is there anything that you want to say to the community in general?
I hope you all join. I get some good, little crew going. It's not the quantity I want the quality.
Yeah.
Who are genuinely interested in learning this skill. It's not long. Ev doesn't believe me, but I can teach this in 2-3 hours. I can teach a whole skill set that from scratch. If you listen and you learn, because I'm going to give you homework to do still. I'm going to give you some videos to watch and all of that good stuff. But you can just learn the skill. I've traveled the world on this skill and I've not given up on traveling. As soon as it's out, I'm going to hit the road again as soon as we can. Because it's a good skill to carry in your back pocket.
Right. Right.
Anywhere in the world. I have edited things in languages I don't speak.
Right.
Just by having the person stand beside me and say, what? What did they say? You tell me when. I'll cut. Right? It's just a skill that is worth having. It's almost, I don't know, you all won't have this memory.
Mm-hmm.
But way back in the days, there was maybe 1 or 2 people who could actually write a letter to people in every village in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And that person was usually the head teacher or the school teacher who lived there. I was a person of high regard because of this skill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yes, it was. Now it's your time to be the communicator for your little area. You'll be surprised at the esteem that you will gain by being a communicator in your area. We no longer use good handwriting. We want very good camera work.
Right, right.
It's a new penmanship. I'll teach you how to hold those little phones.
Man. I need to sharpen mine. So I keep learning. Whenever the opportunity comes up, I grab at it, because you can only learn more and get better from each person. You learn something different.
A lot of it is practice, but you have to practice on a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And from your repeat on the foundation basic elements.
Okay.
You get pretty good. And there are rules, that make it easy. So
you will impart all of that to us.
Yeah, I don't know when you're in charge of the timing of this.
There's a flyer out there with the date on it. There's a project chairman. I'm a coordinator, young Neville Scarlett, who is a UTech student from the area. He's studying to be a dentist.
All right.
He consented to be in charge. And I really like to see when the young people step up and take over and be in charge of stuff, because that's the whole idea, to teach them. We're teaching at every level. So he's getting his little lesson in project management, and I'll assist him in the from behind, but I'll let him be the boss.
Okay.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
set it, good luck setting it up. I'm ready. I have these lectures in my back pocket. So
Okay, so one
follow
more
it.
question, Tony. Do you need a big smartphone for this, or just a basic smartphone
Well, you mean to take
to do
from
the video editing? I mean, some people might say, my phone is not good enough,
let me tell you this. These guys are editing on phones bigger than mine, and I have a Samsung S7 or something like that. Prime 7. It's not a big phone.
Okay.
It's just a regular.
All right. All we need is
They're
some
editing on
space.
these.
Some space.
Yeah, a little screen size, but you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
The menu stuff is pretty easy to do.
Okay. And we need some storage space on the phone and internet.
That you're gonna need. You're gonna need internet, and you're gonna need storage space, because video takes a lot of storage.
Right, right.
Not for my lectures, but for to do the kind of work that you want. You're gonna have to have some storage.
Right.
I'll give you lessons on because I'm a sort of a mathematical person. I'll consistently be giving you lectures on megabyte size.
Okay.
In relation to video, because it's a big factor in video. The size of files is huge.
Okay.
Is a big thing.
All right. I think some questions are here for you before you run. Romania says, very interesting. Angela Simpson said, Mr. Tony, do you have to have an iPhone, or any phone can work?
Any phone can work.
Okay.
Software available in Android and iOS.
Mr. Wright says, I am in too, and he wants the link. That's the same Mr. Wright who was just overseas. I think there are some questions there. He was asking about broadcasting, if you could still get into broadcasting now. Angela Simpson, that sounds great. Just like what I need. How do I join? Okay, so there's a flyer on this page, and I will post it again. And if maybe Neville is at school now, but I'll post it again so you guys could get Neville's contact. Romina said she loves it. Winston said 100% crime free. I'm moving there for all of those things. Angela Simpson talk about nice people.
Go tell them.
Nice people from Newmarket. Man, them sweet. Says Angela Simpson. Yeah. So great talking with you, Tony. We'll bring you back here closer to the time if we need to whip up more support for this. And people who have tablets around their homes that they're not using, or good phones that you just don't bother with because you get the latest one, especially those people overseas who every 2 years they upgrade their phone because they can. Just send them down to Newmarket, some of these young people who may need these equipment, right? Just be generous. Don't keep this thing lying around when other people can use them. Yeah, so we'll accept them, but send them down. I'm not carting them down. We'll arrange for you to get them on the other side. Anyhow, Tony, it was such a pleasure talking.
Always. Keep up the good work, you hear?
Yes, man. Thank you.
Call on me anytime you need it.
I will. Appreciate you so much. You're such a great person. Thank you.
Blessings.
Thank you, guys, in the group.
Entire Newmarket community.
Thanks. Blessings to you guys. Blessings. Thank you for joining me at this time of the day. Take good care now. Where am I in terms of ending this video? Yeah. I'm on the wrong screen. Blessings to you guys. Blessings. Thank you for joining me at this time of the day. Take good care.